Well, happy Monday, my dearest friends and fellow Americans. And it wouldn't be Monday if there wasn't some new Erika Kirk stuff going on out there. Just when you think that this story is no longer newsworthy, nope, it just keeps getting worse. Somebody on Twitter decides to speed run a meltdown. Well, we got disputed audio, clashing timelines, TPUSA drama. I don't want to shock anyone. And now we got a full blown online feud between Candace Owens and Laura Loomer. And it's happening in real time. It's like, if you really want to know what's going on in this story, ask me. You know why? Because if you ask the other five major podcasters out there who got millions of views, their opinion, you're going to get five different opinions. That's why I think I'm so popular now, is because people log on here and watch my show and say, hey, man, this guy tells the truth. I got to give him that. I never thought of it that way. I just listened to what all these people said online all the time, took it as gospel, and this Rossano guy fixed it. All right. So we have now a disputed audio that Charlie Kirk named Erika Kirk his successor, the CEO, should anything happen to him. Oh my God, what a mess. What a mess. So let's break it down. I'm going to give you the latest without losing my freaking mind. The Joe Rossano Show is next. Well, folks, we have Charlie Kirk's succession audio now. It's in the center of the storm, because there always is one that claims that he named Erika Kirk his successor, that she was going to be CEO if anything happens to him. Shocker, folks. Candace Owens thinks it's fake, says the clip sounds edited. TPUSA won't release the video. Multiple people who were at that meeting claim they don't remember. This remains the biggest credibility question, the entire situation. Now, I'm going to get into all of this. Okay. I'm going to bring you the truth. I'm going to bring you the unafraid, unedited, uncensored version. Okay. Because let me tell you what's going on out there in podcast land, folks. This is very important. The top podcasters in the world that are covering all this Erika Kirk, TPUSA, Charlie Kirk stuff and getting paid a lot of money to do it, they know who I am. Or really, they have spoken amongst themselves and have said, who's this Joe Rossano guy? I never even heard of him until a couple of months ago. He is destroying our narrative. They want me to shut up. It's exactly what they want me to do. And I'm not going to let them shut me up. You know why? Because you are not going to let them shut you up. You see, sometimes I think what gets lost here is when you sit behind a microphone in front of a camera, you forget who put you there. And you put us here. You are what is important. You getting the facts, the truth, the evidence to back that up is what I'm doing here, and is what they all should be doing. They won't talk to me because I don't have 7 million subscribers, but they know who I am. I was a government contractor. I got friends in Washington, D.C. I got friends in Los Angeles in the entertainment business. They know who I am. They are purposely avoiding me, and they're giving every excuse in the world why they won't take me on. So what I need from you, if you could be so kind, please click that subscribe button. Please like, share, comment, all that good stuff. Click the notification bell so they have no more excuses for ducking me. Okay. So we have a TPUSA event. Erika's a no-show. So they claim. Okay. Now, in comes our friendly neighborhood former attorney turned internet sleuth, Baron Coleman, who, in my opinion, would make a very nice living as an air traffic controller. Because I got to tell you, if my flight's delayed, I'm going to call Baron Coleman and say, hey, man, where's my airplane? Because this guy seems to know where all the airplanes are. Now, he claims that Erika Kirk was at the event. She was backstage. She was afraid to come out because of all these threats that the United States Secret Service can't confirm. And he claims that a flight left Mar-a-Lago and landed very close to the airport, very close to the event. Okay. Again, he's pretty good with these flights. I got to give him that. But there is no evidence. There's no video of Erika Kirk backstage. Vice President of the United States is there. So the Secret Service is there. I have every reason to believe that if Erika were to tell the Secret Service that she's getting death threats, that they're going to watch out for her. And the Secret Service says that there are no credible events. Candace Owens, again, Erika. Hold on. I think Candace said Erika. So I got a drink. Hold on one second. A drinking game called when Candace says Erika. Every time Candace says Erika, you got to drink. Erika. Goodness, I don't drink alcohol. She thinks it's bad ticket sales. Baron Coleman says journalists told him in the room that it was pretty much empty. So again, you now have multiple explanations, zero agreement. Baron Coleman's pushing a new timeline of inconsistencies, specifically around when the suspect was in custody versus the Discord confession was sent, right? He says the timeline doesn't line up. Candace is amplifying those questions. TPUSA event attendance is reportedly dropping. Why is it dropping? I'm surprised that there are any TPUSA events. Think about this, folks. How many of you heard of TPUSA before Charlie Kirk was assassinated? For real. Turning Point USA. You know what Turning Point USA was? The Charlie Kirk show. It's exactly what it was. You had a young guy who went out to the college campuses. He had arguments with a bunch of zillennials with their cell phones out, and he changed some minds. He got some folks, some of those young folks, college kids, if you will, young college folks, to vote for a Republican, to vote for Donald Trump. Charlie Kirk got assassinated. There is no more TPUSA. I'll say it right here. I don't know what they're running all around for, the other podcasters. Erika, when TPUSA will be around for about another year before it's bankrupt. Charlie died. The company died. And she's certainly not helping. And Erika Kirk certainly isn't going to go to the college campuses. She won't even go to TPUSA events because she's scared. So, the journalists, they described these events as low energy and awkward. The vibe, it's just not what it used to be. Erika Kirk, she remains under extreme, heavy scrutiny. Questions about her public behavior, her leadership decisions, and absent from certain now family events continues to circulate. She's publicly denied all the rumors about her kids and her motives, etc., etc. Epstein this, Epstein that. Claims it's all debunked. Now, I didn't want to say this isn't the last, but it's the funniest. Candace Owens versus Laura Loomer. It's a feud. Folks, I got to tell you, I really do miss the days where you said something about somebody and you just got knocked out. That's what I'd like to see. I want to see Erika Kirk and Candace Owens put on boxing gloves and box in a boxing ring, right? That is really what I want to see. Okay, Laura Loomer challenge Erika Kirk to a boxing match instead of yelling at each other on Twitter. I mean, it's the newest layer. Loomer has been publicly criticizing Candace's coverage and motives. Candace responds by calling Loomer's post misleading and accusing her of pushing narratives that distract from the actual inconsistencies in the case. Every time you call one of these people out, it's a fight. It's a Twitter fight. It's a call out. Candace, if you're watching, I still want to see Mrs. Macron's penis. I really do. I mean, I know that's weird to admit. I want the D pic. Send it to my inbox. I mean, I want to know how much money you made from all this Charlie Kirk coverage. I'm dying to know that because Laura Loomer now wants to know where all your money is, what homes you own that aren't judgment proof. So the Macrons can sue you for everything. Back and forth, escalated fast. Both sides posting screenshots. See where this goes? It's Gen X. That's all I can tell you. I guess it's my age again. Somebody said something bad about somebody back in the day. You got punched. And now it's just they're screenshotting each other to death. They're calling out each other's sources, accusing each other of bad faith. It's becoming its own subplot inside an already chaotic storyline. I mean, narratives keep growing, not because of one big revelation, but because every piece of the story has multi versions, audio questions, timeline questions. Who got questioned where? Who got arrested when? Who was limping? And did they have a firearm on them? And that's why they limped. I mean, I'm dizzy. But what I do is I compose myself for you. For you. When I say subscribe, click the notification bell, comment and share with your friends and all that stuff, I want to get popular enough to take them on. And you want me to. You want the voice of opposition. You want the voice of honesty. It's exactly what I'm doing here. I watch all I don't really watch. I usually kind of look at the clips. I can't sit through Baron Coleman's entire episode without having to go to the restroom 5 times and eating 2 meals. God bless you, Baron Coleman. Hold on. I got to be honest with you. You do very well. You've been on the air a short time. People pay like $100 to ask you a question. That, sir, is gangster. I think that's amazing. But have me on. All right. You're Apollo Creed. I'm Rocky Balboa. Have me on. Okay. I'm going to give the Italian stallion. I'm a full blooded Italian. I'm going to give the Italian stallion a shot. Give me a shot, Baron. Give me a shot. I'll give you I'll give you the 4 hours that you need on air with me here. There's timeline questions. Now there's security threat questions, leadership questions. And now it's influencer versus influencer. That is hot. I got to be honest with you. I like when they slug it out, but I want them to really slug it out. So stay tuned for that. Dana White, if you're watching, like to see that. But here's the truth. The story isn't calming down. It's fracturing. It's getting worse. Every camp has its own version of events. And the more they talk, the more the contradictions seem to stack up. I mean, again, you have 2 grown ass women fighting each other on Twitter, on X, using screenshots. I mean, can't make this up. It's cracking me up. Meanwhile, what they don't talk about enough, 31-year-old man was shot dead or blown up or he fell through a trap door and he's still alive. I mean, again, it all depends on which version of the narrative you want to believe. That's why people keep digging. That's what you got me for. And those are the comments that I get. I really do. And I thank you very much. People say, hey, Joe, well, I only recently started checking you out, but thank you for telling the truth. And I see that. And people say, who was this Joe Rossano? And somebody else will comment, well, I think he's relatively new, which I'm not. Okay. I had a podcast before there was a podcast in 2016. I had a real job at the time and they silenced me. They silenced me. I'll talk about that on another show. But that's why the questions aren't going away. And when you add public feuds on top of an already unsustainable narrative, it doesn't make the picture any clearer. Again, that's why you got me. Okay. It makes this whole thing louder. And they can't duck me forever, really. Anybody see Rocky? I'm a big Rocky fan. I'm Italian. See Rocky 3? I'm going to be like, I'm Clubber Lang. All right. I'm gonna find these folks in public and say, stop ducking me. Stop ducking me. I'm here. I'll come on your show. I'll give you home field advantage anytime, but I want the D pick, Candace. So we'll keep tracking it. We'll keep breaking it down. We'll keep calling out the parts that don't line up because until the facts settle, okay, questions stay open and people are going to keep on fighting on Twitter with screenshots. Again, I miss the days when, people just confronted each other in public. At least the dispute got taken care of. It got resolved. They had a drink. They went their separate ways, and everybody was happy. Again, they're screenshotting each other to death. Oh, it's adorable. It's adorable. Once again, folks, I greatly appreciate you hanging out. And if you want me to take on these folks, and I will, I'm taking them on anyway. They want me to shut up. They really do. I mean, the people that want the truth, that want everything to come out, want me to shut up. Do you want to know why they want me to shut up, my dearest friends, fellow Americans? They don't want the money train to stop. They don't want that gravy train to come to a halt. Erika, 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 Charlie, 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 make a donation. Pay me. I really want to know that my friend didn't die because of this, and I want to find out everything. Make a donation. See, and that's why they're scared of Joe Rossano out there and heavy duty country. I'm dying to come on your show. I want to use some profanity on the air. And again, Baron Coleman, Candace Owens, among others, heavy duty country. We don't completely disagree. I graciously and wholeheartedly, as a podcaster, appreciate your hard work. I mean, especially you, Baron. My goodness graciousness, sir. I had to take a few courses so I could watch your show. God is good, sir. God is good. Anytime, not a gotcha thing, not a nasty back and forth. I'd love to come on. Give me a chance, Apollo. Once again, I do appreciate you hanging out. As always, please subscribe, like, share, comment. Click the notification bell for our latest episodes of your pal, Joe Rossano. I mean, how can you not? As always, my dearest friends and fellow Americans, very important. God bless you. Don't forget to adopt a pet. Don't get a pet from a breeder that's $3,000, $4,000. There's little dogs, young. Your kids will love them. They're in cages, etc. Some of them came from abusive backgrounds that would love a nice home with you. So please don't forget to adopt a pet. Again, God bless you. See you next time.